Okay, hello. At our last math department meeting, we were talking about rigor. And I was noticing this is in these learning objectives. This is in my resource section in Schoology. If we had the learning objectives of all the benchmarks, as an example, this is the benchmark we're covering right now. We're adding, subtracting, and multiplying polynomials. All right, we're not dividing them yet. That's in Algebra 3. We might cover it in Algebra 2, but right now we're doing this A and B. What I did is, I'll back up, I made a folder. That's the name of the benchmark. And inside the folder, I made 3 learning targets or learning objectives. The A is add and subtract, the B is multiply, and the C I'm not using because we're not covering it right now, but I made it up anyway. Okay. Then what I did is I made a folder. This is the benchmark, 9232. Now inside there, we're only doing A and B, so I did the A and the B. The A is add and subtract polynomials. Inside there, I made 5 different item banks with different problem types that cover adding and subtracting polynomials. All right, combining like terms, writing standard form, adding a binomial and a trinomial, adding 2 trinomials, etc. All right, subtracting. Okay, inside each one, there's 8 problems. When you create the problems, you see how you link it on the bottom. When you create the problem on the bottom, you link it to the learning objective. This one is A because I'm adding and subtracting a polynomial. You link it to that, okay? And we have made 8 problems inside each one of those. All right, inside each item bank. Inside each item bank. All right, and I did the same with multiply. Each item bank, I'm multiplying a monomial and a binomial, a monomial and a trinomial, 2 binomials where you FOIL them together, a bi and a tri where you use your table, and then the perfect square binomial. These are the 2 special cases. And the conjugate pair where you get the difference between 2 squares. Okay, against 8 problems, and each one of these then I linked to the B, 9232B. Okay. Now what I'm hoping happens here, we have a test end of next week, Thursday next week. What I did is Tuesday, I made a review. It looks like this, the review for the test. Now it has 11 problems, all right, that are all pulled from those item banks, randomly pulls 2 items each from each of those item banks, adding, subtracting, and multiplying polynomials, all right? Now, I'm not exactly sure, frankly, what's going to happen here, okay? I don't know what kind of data we're going to collect. I want to see what happens. I want to see if each student gets a different review. And they get multiple attempts at this review. If they take another shot at it, if they don't like their score the first time, do they get different questions? All right, I did the same thing for the next day, Wednesday. In a practice test, 22 problems. They're each randomly being picked from the assigned item bank that has that problem type in there. So I'm hoping what happens is that they get different problems. I don't know for sure. That's what I'd like to find out. I'd like to see what happens with the data. I haven't done anything with the test yet because I'm not sure if this is going to work or not. Anyway, I just thought I'd show you. That's the kind of thing I'm thinking about. If we had that for each benchmark, broken down into sub-benchmarks, and we called them learning targets or learning objectives. And then we had item banks that had problem types. We can use it to generate practice tests We can use it to generate different versions of the test. It'll happen automatically. And use it to take retakes as well. They will automatically generate a different test. All right, that's it. Just wanted to show it to you. Thanks.